Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Alain. Hope your day is starting out well. Appreciate everybody joining, watching replays, listening to the podcast. Drinking out of a Be Prepared mug this morning. I want to talk a little bit about crowds. A lot of different kinds of crowds, and many of them these days have a political reason or type of political gathering. I'm not going to tell you don't go to those crowds. While that is obviously the safest thing, if you're not in a crowd, nothing bad is going to happen to you there. However, I understand people want to go do things. Whether it's a concert, whether it's a political rally, big crowds, you should pay a little bit more attention. You should always be aware when you're out and about, but when you're in a crowd, especially these days, if it's political, I want you to be more vigilant, paying attention. Notice the baseline and look for people deviating from that baseline, acting strange, acting different. People that are getting riled up, maybe trying to incite things. Okay, we have to pay attention to what's going on. And if we notice anything starting to be strange, we need to get ourselves to safety. Now, when you are in a political type rally or whatever it is, if you stay more on the fringe and toward the outer side, if something starts to happen, you can escape easier than if you're right in the middle or if you're right down front. Definitely, if you're right down there and agitators start to do things, leave, get away from that area. If you notice things like backpacks or different things left alone or hidden, stay away from them. Report it to authorities. Okay? We just need to use some common sense and pay attention. And again, the best thing, obviously, if you're not there, but I'm not telling people to be paranoid and don't do things. You want to go partake in these, you make that decision, but mitigate and minimize the chances of something happening to you by being more aware, paying attention, recognizing danger signs, and getting yourself out of there. Okay? Because it might be a peaceful crowd, but then you get some agitators in there to make it unpeaceful, right? And many of those types of groups will draw those that want to agitate and turn it violent. And when you see that happening, you need to get yourself and those you care about to safety. I want to say good morning to Jay and Vicky. Appreciate you guys being here and saying hello. Say good morning to Thad. I appreciate you being here, Thad, and saying good morning. So it's not complicated. It's just paying more attention. Whenever you're in a crowd, you should be tuned in to what's going on around you and looking for those things that deviate from normal behavior. And why is it deviating? How are they acting? And if you get a funny feeling, if it looks like they're trying to agitate people toward something violent, get yourself out of there and go to safety. Now, don't necessarily rush to law enforcement that happen to be there, because they're going to be too busy dealing with violence if it erupts and you're just getting yourself in the middle of it, because some agitators are specifically going to agitate the law enforcement because there are those that clash there. Just get yourself out of the area completely. Now, if you notice that backpack or something like that, and you notice a law enforcement or somebody, in an official capacity that can investigate that, you can report it to them, or just get yourself out of there and report it by the telephone, call it in and tell them where you saw it and what you saw and why you think it needs to be investigated. Okay. So number one is to keep you and those you care about safe. Number two is to report things to help prevent, to keep other people safe, right? So that's what we need to do when we're out and about. There are those that will tell you, just don't go there. Well, I don't want to tell people not to go places that they want to attend or they want to go and enjoy. I just want you to do so more safely, paying more attention. Say a couple more people here. Dixon said, I think most people are strange, so I'm going to have major problems. They can be strange, Dixon, but if they're deviating from the strangeness that could be violent, that's when we got a problem. Also, hi to Eric Bam. As an old dinosaur, yeah, I agree. That was Jay. So that's what I had for you today. Just wanting people to be safe in this time of crowds and violence happening in crowds. Because you have your own reasons to go places. I go to certain crowds. I go to concerts, I go to different places. But when you're at those places, you pay extra attention. You'll see the good stuff as well as potential bad, so you can enjoy the event, stay safe. If anything at all starts to turn agitated and violent, get out of there. Just get out of there if it starts to turn that direction. That's what I have for you today. I want you to go out, make it a safe and terrific Tuesday. I'm going to get busy working on some projects, but I'll be back tomorrow with some warrior wisdom.